By the time he was 8 years old, he had lost 5 siblings. At 9, he was left for dead, only to awaken from a coma paralyzed. But he recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of body and mind. Bradley Quick is here to share with you his path from Skid Row junkie to successful talk show host, author, mentor, and motivational speaker. If you're looking for a better tomorrow, if you want a positive evolution, or if you're in need of a quick fix, you're in the right place. Now kick back and get ready for the top experts in the field of body, mind, and soul. Here on the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quick Fix here on Cool Change Radio, your home for answers and the place to find that life and health solution you've been looking for. We're right here right now to inform you as to the latest life enhancement techniques in many different areas, including health, fitness, nutrition, psychology, finance, weight loss, and a whole variety of other wonderful and life-empowering topics. Today's show is brought to you by The Cool Change. If I was a joke prior to this introduction, if you're fond of our show, and if we brought you some breakthrough solutions, or you just want to help us stay on the air, come on, donate today. Think about it. When we make life better for mom and dad, we make life better for the children. When we make life better for the children, we make life better for the whole family. Everybody wins. Right now, donate at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. And remember, it's time for Cool Change with the Cool Change Foundation. Excuse me. Welcome, everybody. My name is Bradley Quick. I'm here, as always, to discuss solutions with you. I'm here to talk with you about having a better life experience and becoming the best you that you can be. Our guest today is Jenna Edwards. You heard me right. Jenna Edwards, founder of Scrapbook Rehab, where she does coaching, motivational speaking, scrapbooking, weight loss, and more. Hey, Jenna, you ready for a great show?
Always.
Great. You sit tight. We'll be right with you, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, BradleyQuick.com, and on Facebook. As you know, you can catch our live and recorded video shows and interviews on those sites and many other websites. And as always, you can listen to our archived audio interviews, hundreds of them, your favorite topics, favorite experts, and favorite personalities at BradleyQuick.com. Now, if you're not hanging out on CoolChangeRadio.com, BradleyQuick.com is the place to be because that's what got over 700 shows there. All kinds of subjects and superstars and topics and all kinds of good stuff. But also, we've got if you ever find yourself surfing on that thing called YouTube, you can go catch our show there on Cool Change Radio is our channel there on YouTube. Cool Change Radio. We broke 500,000 viewers. So I'm just so impressed and amazed and grateful for you. So hang out there if you need something, if you need a good answer too. Later, my buddy Paul Medrano, former Mr. Universe, will be here talking about fitness and healthy living in our Getting Fit with Mr. Universe segment. That's all going to happen shortly, so stay put. Now, if you'd like to chime in with a question for my guest today, you can call us at 818-824-9123. Is that it, Taylor? 818? 818-824-9123. That's it, 818-824-9123. I'll get it one of these days, 818-824-9123. Okay, what she has discovered is that it is through the things that make her smile that she accomplishes more with her time because she's doing with it a new thing which creates energy and makes her work faster and more passionate without even realizing it. Joining us now on the Quick Fix on the Cool Change Radio and TV Network is the founder of Scrapbook Rehab herself, Jenna Edwards. Jenna, welcome back. Good to have you.
Thank you. I love when you introduce me. It's so pizzazzy.
Oh, pizzazzy, baby. I'm not familiar with that word, pizzazzy.
I just made it up.
That's a good one, though. I like that. I'm going to use it. Copyright.
I call it Jenglish.
What?
I call it Jenglish.
Jenglish?
When I make up words.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's just fun.
So how did Scrapbook Rehab start?
Scrapbook Rehab started... when I was
Taylor got a big
humming, when I was just kind of frustrated with the way my life was going, and I discovered that it was a big part of that was the space that I was in. So I started to put things that made me smile up on the wall, and then I started to notice that I did those things more than the things that were just written in a notebook or on regular paper. And so I started to scrapbook my goals, and I would just leave the photo box blank. And in order to finish that scrapbook page, I have to complete the goal. So it started with me just needing to be inspired myself. And then I had kind of as Oprah would call it, an aha moment where I was like, oh, if this works for me, maybe it'll work for other people. And I started a blog, and
so just by putting up things that you were happy with, you got to spend time with those images or those things, and it enhanced your reality, right?
Yeah, it really did. The realization that I like the term fun and functional. I like to make things that I have to do more fun. And you can do that with your attitude, but for me, it was such a visual thing. I know that we talked last time I was on the air about I was in an experience where I suffered post-traumatic stress disorder and I couldn't read. And so during that phase of my life, I discovered that images were really important to me. And then as I healed from that experience, I kind of pushed that image thing to the side. And it wasn't until I realized that, no, that's just really how I personally get inspired and am motivated to do daily tasks, that I really changed my life by just, you should see my wall. I call it the wall of ugly frames and inspiration. I just have this huge wall in my apartment that is full of images that make me smile and things that inspire me.
We got that hum going.
Because we're electrifying.
Yeah, we are electrifying. We got this hum going. I think we need to get a full-time engineer here or something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, Taylor. Come on, Taylor. What's going on with this hum here, bud?
Is it me? Am I hitting something?
I don't know. Am I hitting something? Maybe we're just talking, does it?
Maybe Taylor just has to stay down there.
Yeah, maybe I
and hold on to the cord the whole time we're talking.
The whole time. Well, a new task for Taylor. So it's gone. Yeah. Is your thank you, sir. Was your PTSD due to child abuse or your parents' divorce or eating disorder? What was it?
I was in the farmers market crash in Santa Monica.
Oh wow!
When
the elderly
gentleman
hit the gas
through.
And boom, yeah.
Yeah, he killed the person standing next to me.
Wow!
And so I saw 3 people die, and just things that a brain should never see,
right?
Honestly, and I think my defense was just to go inside my head, and my brain just broke. That's what I say. My brain broke. I didn't have a head injury. I call it a mental injury, where I suffered severe PTSD that would make me have flashbacks like up to 3 times a day. That would make me, they would go into flashbacks, then panic attacks that would make me pass out. And it was just this horrible cycle. And it took me a long time to be able to read. I stuttered when I talked.
Wow.
I didn't sleep for 8 months. It was just.
And was it this the scrapbook posting of images that really brought 2 questions? Did it?
Yes.
Is it what brought you through this, or was it what enhanced you to get the right help? Inspired you to get the right help.
It was when I was in the hospital, because I got hospitalized because I didn't sleep for 8 months, and so they were trying to regulate my body chemistry and all of this. So my experience in the psych ward was pretty awesome. And
it sounds like a vacation.
Yeah, no.
Thorazine vacation.
I wish.
Thorazine shuffle.
I wish. That would have been amazing. But no.
We'd have to do books on that one.
Well, the interesting thing was my family has a history of addiction, and so I refused medication for a really long time. Well, it nearly killed me because it was just my body, the chemistry was so off that I needed the medication in order to regulate it so that I could sleep. So it was an interesting discovery for me because being so adamantly against it, I had to make that shift. And so in certain circumstances, obviously, medication is definitely necessary. But and I can only say that through experience now. But yeah, I feel like there's still such a.
So explain what the scrapbook rehab technique is.
Yes.
Come on now.
So
come on, lady.
While I was I know, right? Off on this tangent. While I was in the hospital, I made a collage, and this was before I knew what vision boards were.
Right.
And so
you were the founder of Vision Board.
No, not at all. And so I just put up all these images of things that I wanted back in my life. And I looked at it every day like a vision board. I mean, I'm assuming if you're listening to this enlightened radio show, you understand.
Oh,
what
you and I are
vision boards
listening.
are.
That's a guarantee.
And so for me, it was just kind of an evolution of, I'm very type A. And so if something's not completed, it bothers me. And taking the vision boards into scrapbooking, I just think scrapbooks are really fun to look at, and they're really cute, and the stickers and all the sparkly things make me smile. And so that goes to the surrounding myself with things that make me smile. If I leave the photo box blank, it drives me a little nuts. So it motivates me to accomplish whatever the goal is on that page in order for me to finish that page and put it in my scrapbook. And the other thing I think is really cool about Scrapbook Rehab is we don't take, I think, note of the little steps it takes to achieve a big goal, like graduation. We do now with iPhones and you know, pictures are so readily available and Facebook and all that stuff. But the idea was to take and really honor the baby steps it takes to achieve something, like graduating from high school, let's say, for example.
That was tough. Something I did that while locked up on 4 counts of attempted murder in jail. Come on, that was the easy thing to do. When we come back, I'm going to talk about goal setting, okay?
And not attempted murder.
No, stay put, everybody. Have you got a habit you want to change? How would you do things differently to better your life experience if you could? Well, sit tight. We just might have some answers for you. I'm here with Jenna Edwards, founder of Scrapbook Rehab. Her passion for helping others and her desire to live the best life it led to Scrapbook Rehab. It's amazing. This is the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio. We're broadcasting live from Freddie Segal Studios. I'm Bradley Quick. Get a little bit of enthusiasm here. We'll be right back.
Today, experience the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with the Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
This has never been attempted before by any treatment center, ever. Seasons Malibu is willing to take the risk because they understand quality care and evidence-based long-term recovery. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better, period. I'll say that one more time. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better. Enough is enough. Seasons Malibu wants to count your days of recovery, not the dollars in your pocket. No gimmicks, no guarantees, just straightforward world-class treatment until you are better. Do not hesitate. Call now. Seasons Malibu, 866-780-8539, 866-780-8539. That's Seasons Malibu at www.seasonsmalibu.com or 866-780-8539. 866-780-8539 for a free consultation and details. 866-780-8539. Hey, welcome back. You're listening to the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, and we're having a funny day. And this is where you're home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to help you gain the upper hand to becoming all that you want to be. This segment is brought to you by my buddies at GapZip.com. They ask the question, how do you think? They say how you think is more important than what you think. It's one of the chief reasons why many of you get stuck when you try to take that next step in your career or personal relationships. You can join the two guys from GapZip.com by going and signing up at GapZip.com and then visit them online every second and fourth Tuesday. Second and fourth Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. Learn a new way to think. Go sign up right now. GapZip.com. GAPZIP.com. All right, for those just joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com, welcome. You can listen to this show again or to hundreds of hours of other self-discovery content anytime you want by simply going to BradleyQuick.com. You can also sign up for our weekly radio show email reminder, where once a week you'll receive the most recent interviews in the comfort of your own home or office. You can listen at your convenience and make sure not to miss your favorite authors, experts, or personalities. You can also podcast any of our shows or just listen to us anytime from anywhere at www.bradleyquick.com. Okay, it's a website, bradleyquick.com. That's the place to be. All right. You laughing at me?
Yeah.
Our guest today is Laughaholics Anonymous,
I really
Jenna
do
Edwards,
need that.
founder of Scrapbook Rehab. It is her mission to share how she's using scrapbooking to inspire herself to achieve her goals and create the life she's always dreamed of. Jenna, welcome back, Jenna.
Thanks.
Good to have you. So you were talking about what's goal setting?
Goal setting.
Yeah.
What is goal setting?
I know what goal setting. Come on, lady. You know, what is goal setting according to scrapbooking?
According to scrapbooking?
Yeah.
Well, I just think that we take time to sit down and write our goals out. Like, let's take New Year's resolutions, for example, right? Everybody does it, or most people. And you sit down and you think, what's my year going to look like? And so I did that very specifically with my career path, with my life path, with all of that stuff. And I broke it then into smaller segments. And I made a scrapbook page for each of those, like, mini stops along the way.
Mini stops.
Yeah. So
those moguls.
What?
Those moguls.
Exactly.
Those challenges. Those little uphill journeys.
Exactly.
And downhill journeys.
They tend to be downhill if you're motivated, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a little less challenging.
Well, but you also got to remember that a lot of the disruption or discomfort or unpleasantry in our lives is there for a reason.
True.
We learn from it.
I'm not saying that there's not discomfort. There absolutely is. I think it's just taking the idea that you can break every goal down into mini steps and then taking note and rewarding yourself with each of those accomplishments. So let's take weight loss, for example, because right now I'm using Scrapbook Rehab to lose 100 pounds. And so what I did was I created a scrapbook page of something fun that I could do for every 5 pounds that I lost, because 100 pounds is a big number,
sure.
Right? So if you look at that, then your brain just goes, I can't do that.
Yeah, 100 pounds is ridiculous.
Exactly. But if you look at it and you go, oh, it's just 5 pounds,
and
then I
get
get
1 pound
to
at a time, lady.
Pretty much. It's like Mary Kay, the founder of Mary Kay Products, always says, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. Right. I'm not going to eat an elephant, but
that's good.
Yeah, because I don't think that would be very delicious. But anyway, so like an example of one of my scrapbook pages is horseback riding. I used to horseback ride when I was little, and I loved it, and it brings me really great joy. But I can't ride horse at the weight that the heaviest weight I was at, because they have a weight limit when you're renting horses as opposed to owning horses. So one of my pages is horseback riding. So in order to go horseback riding, I have to achieve my weight goal for that 5 pounds. And then you take a picture and then you remember, oh, that's what I looked like at that weight. And then when the scrapbook is completely done and you've lost 100 pounds, you have like an entire timeline.
How close to being done is this scrapbook?
Oh, it's been a challenge, that's for sure.
Challenge.
It's about a third of the way done.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's
amazing.
actually been fun because I'm not focusing so much on, oh, I can't eat that, or oh, I can't do this.
Repeat this after me. You ready?
Yes.
It used to be a challenge.
Yeah. It used to be a challenge.
But from this point on.
Not
a challenge at all.
Not a challenge at all.
See, it's already easier. Isn't it?
It already is. Yep, it definitely is easier. And I think that it is all a mental thing. And for me, it was like I keep saying, surrounding myself with something that makes me smile. So I'll take the goal page that I have for the current whatever weight it is, and I put it on my wall. And so I look at it every day, and it doesn't make me cringe. It makes me go, oh my gosh, I get to do that
right once
I finish this goal. So You can do it for anything. You can do it. I'm going to plan my wedding that way. Because you have to, in order to plan a wedding, you have to break it down into little baby steps, right? So why not create a scrapbook page for each of those mini accomplishments?
All this sounds wonderful, but how about what in your experience? What's the benefits of visualization? I mean, because they've been talking visualization practices for years, but what is your experience with it?
I think for me, it's combining visualizing with action. I've noticed that just works better for me. That's why Scrapbook Rehab works better for me, because in order to create the page, I actually have to visualize what I want to have done.
Right.
And so making that a part of my life and making that visualizing in the morning a more tactile, physical experience for me has been a bigger shift. I've been able to accomplish more of my goals by using more of my senses, I guess. Like, I'm a big fan of visualization, but like I said, for me, it's taking it to the next step or the next level.
That's wonderful.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Okay. Sometimes still when I talk, I don't know if I'm making much sense. I know.
Right? That's good. And you've been doing this for how long now?
About 7 months.
Wow.
So it's relatively new. I mean, I've been visualizing and using vision boards for years, but taking it to the level of scrapbooking and actually taking the time to create something that I'm going to have forever is relatively new.
That's wonderful.
It's been a really unique experience for me. It's been a process where, you know, it's learning. I'm still tweaking how it works for me.
Okay, how it works. It's good that you backed that statement up. I'm tweaking.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I think that life is always tweaking, right?
Right. So what do you have a book out there? Do you have?
I do not have a book. I actually just went to New York to work on my first one. And
why did you go to New York to work on it? You couldn't work on it in your living room?
No,
What's going
because, well, honestly, because I like people too much.
People loving people.
And I love to go out and talk to people, and so I wasn't able to focus when I was in Los Angeles.
So what did you do? Hide under a bridge in New York or something?
My friend went on vacation, so I actually got to stay in his apartment.
You were watching his apartment.
Yes, it was amazing.
There were no people in New York, huh?
No people that I know. At least not in the area that I was in when I was in his apartment. Washington Heights.
Wow.
It's very north, so it took a while to get anywhere on the train.
So break down the setting of the goals.
Break down the setting of the goals. Okay, so for me, I will.
You remember there was a 5 pounds, right? But let's say I want to earn more money, or I want a relationship, or how would we break those type of things down?
Okay, a very practical one is you want to earn more money. You have to sit down and figure out step by step, how do you earn more money? Let's say I'm going to get a promotion at work. All right, what steps can you take to get that promotion? I need to write a really great report, let's say, or let's use my experience, because I used to
your experience.
Produce film. So for me, it's very logical. Like, you break a film down. Okay, I have to hire all the crew. I have to cast the film. I have to find the locations. I have to, let's just use those 3. So I would, if my goal was to complete this film, I would make a scrapbook page for each of those items that I would have to do. But then obviously you have to break down, okay, so casting a film, that's not just a one-day experience. You need to, you make the scrapbook page, but then you look at it and you go, okay, what steps do I need to take in order to cast the film?
Right.
Well, we need to have a breakdown of the characters. We need to get the selects from the director, who his ideal person is. We need to call the casting director. We need to call the agents. We need to, do all of that. But for me, the main thing is my goal this week, let's say, is to cast this film. So I make my to-do list, but it's based on what that scrapbook page says. Does that make sense?
I make that to-do list based on what that scrapbook page says.
Yeah. So my scrapbook page is cast the film.
Right.
Then I have, 10.
What are you going to take to get to that point?
Yeah.
Right.
That's breaking down the goals.
That's wonderful.
And then you just do one a day, and
you make it little things. You don't make it big things, right?
Exactly. It's all about just breaking it into the smallest possible pieces.
I'm going to get to that side of the room one step at a time.
Exactly.
Right? I'm just going to stand up, get out of this chair, put one foot in front of the other, right?
Exactly. Well, it's interesting because we do that without thought, right? That's just something we do. Uh-huh. But when we were babies, we had to learn that. It didn't take us 30 seconds to walk across the room. It took us an hour, and we had to be deliberate with every step we took. It's interesting because I had an experience.
I'll tell you what, let's talk more about that when we come back. Okay. That music's going to start and we're in trouble then. Hey, everybody, stay put. You're in the right place. This is Cool Change Radio, and we're your home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're sitting here with some great Linda, Jenna Edwards. Did I call you Linda? I almost did, didn't I?
Cool.
This is cool. We'll be right back, okay?
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
Hey, welcome back. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to find your passion and purpose. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to help you find the alternative solutions for the issues in your life. I'd like to share with you a great opportunity. You can come with me if you dare to Teotihuacan, Mexico, home of the Toltec Pyramids. Stay down there at Lee McCormick's place called the Dreaming House. Huge. It's a huge place. Right at the base of the pyramids, a quarter mile away. And we walk to the pyramids every day and go through the 5 portals of your life, utilizing the Toltec wisdom and the energies of the pyramids. It's incredible. It's changed my life, changed my demeanor, and it's made me a different human being, made me much more authentic. So go to spiritrecovery.com. That's www.spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link and come and join us on the pyramids, okay? I'll be down there October 11th through the 15th, but Lee goes down there 3 or 4 times a year. He's got a house down there, and like I said, the Dreaming House, and so go there. Come and join us, all right? SpiritRecovery.com, SpiritRecovery.com. I'll see you there. Okay, all right, where were we here? I see too often in life, as we get older and take on more responsibility, push those things that make us joyous to the side. We think they are a treat, and if we accomplish this or that, the other thing, we can go have some fun. What my guest has discovered is that she is that through the things that make her smile, she accomplishes more with her time, faster and more passionately without even realizing it. Joining us once again is Jenna Edwards, founder of Scrapbook Rehab, where she does coaching, motivational speaking, scrapbooking, weight loss, and more. Jenna, welcome back.
Thank you.
So you can do almost anything with this, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it may sound silly, but I love scrapbooking, and I love looking at scrapbooks, so it just makes sense for me. But before the break, we were talking about, that walking across the room takes us like 30 seconds, where when we were a baby, well,
sure,
that's
yeah.
true. But we don't think about it. We don't.
It's an
we're not
automatic
deliberate.
conditioned response. We just get up and move, right.
Exactly. And I remember I had an experience when I first came out here. I was in acting class, and I had been singing since I was 3. And I remember in class the teacher said that if you know your lines well enough, you won't have to think about them. They'll just be an automatic response. And I thought, well, that doesn't make sense. You know, I'm always going to be thinking about my lines and this and that. And I just didn't get it until I was in my car and I was driving home and I was thinking about what he said while I was singing a song. And I wasn't thinking at all about the song. I had heard it 100 times before. I knew the words. I knew how to sing it. And so it was just an automatic thing that I did, just like walking across the room. So it's one of those things where, you know, Scrapbook Rehab makes our goals deliberate. But eventually, once we get into the habit of them, it just becomes second nature and we start to accomplish things without having to be as deliberate. But my experience with it is that this is the very beginning stages of changing and creating the life that you want, like using scrapbooking to remind you that this is what you want in your life.
Right.
This is the goal that you have, so that eventually you don't have to be reminded that this is the life that you've created.
Right, and my belief is that if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting what you're getting. If you want something different, you got to do something different, which means you must adopt another method of living or some different practices and ritualize them. Do them every day.
Absolutely.
Every day, and day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out, and until they become your life, until it is your life. And
Absolutely.
Scrapbooking is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, it's something that I used to do only for, quote, fun or a reward, or, you know, if I accomplish this, then I can spend some time with my girlfriend scrapbooking what we did. But I thought, well, that doesn't make sense to me. I need to flip it around. I need to be joyous about maybe the menial tasks in my life and the things that are or were, because they're no longer challenging.
That's right, no longer challenging.
But things that we look at as challenging.
All those things that used to be challenging.
Exactly. Like, to me, making a scrapbook page about them gets me in the right frame of mind.
Right.
And I get excited and I get passionate and I think, oh my gosh, how fun my life is going to be once I actually do whatever it is I'm setting out to do. So it really is about creating the life that you want. And instead of making a vision board of other people, you're making a vision board that has you in it.
Now, like you see, you call this a vision board, and the interpretation or the perception of the term vision board may be different to most men and most people in general than scrapbooking.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's different, but for me, it made total sense.
It's the same thing, but I'm just talking about the interpretation of the
Absolutely.
the words. You know, scrapbooking, you see a little girl, a little child, oh, you know.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. But scrapbooking is becoming, well, first of all, it's a multi-billion-dollar a year industry.
Wow.
So it's not something that just a few people do.
What, do they print and send pictures and say, stamp this in your peel it and stick it in your scrapbook? What's up? How is that a billion-dollar business?
Well, because you buy the paper, you buy the tools, you buy the books, you buy my favorite part, which are the embellishments, which are the stickers that you put on the page. And those are, they're not cheap. But my point is that it's not, 10 people in the world doing it. It's a bigger industry than people give it credit for, I guess. And I know a lot of guys actually that are scrapbookers that are like, we call them closeted scrapbookers.
Scrapbooking from the closet, are you, mister?
Because they're like, oh, I guess I do have a scrapbook, but they don't scrapbook the way that maybe mainstream media shows you as scrapbooking. A scrapbook is just something that helps you to focus on whatever that picture is. You know, it just adds to the life that's in that picture, which I find interesting, because if you reverse it and you make the page beforehand, you're literally putting life on the page before you actually go do it. So imagine like a vacation, let's say. You're planning your vacation and you want to go to 5 different places while you're in Italy.
Right.
Why not make that scrapbook page beforehand? Basically, you're scrapbooking your itinerary. And that makes sure that you're like excited about it. Oh, I'm going to go, you know, to see the Sistine Chapel or something. Like, I'm going to do some research so that I can make my scrapbook page look even more authentic. Or you're just setting yourself up to have the experience that you want to have, as opposed to just going and having it, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I looked at it, and it's working for me.
Yeah, so you no longer have the PTSD, do you?
Nope. 100% healed.
And you would directly attribute that to scrapbooking?
I would, no.
Good drugs? Tell me, what is it?
There was a lot of different factors for my healing through the PTSD, but I would attribute scrapbooking to, so the way I define it is I was healed when I wasn't having flashbacks and panic attacks anymore. But once I started doing Scrapbook Rehab, I changed my life. Like, before I was just healed. Now I'm thriving.
Before I was just healed, but now I'm thriving.
Yeah, I mean,
so let's thrive. Get into scrapbooking.
I think so. I love scrapbooking. It makes me really happy, and it's not as complicated as people think. And it's a way to make life less overwhelming, I guess.
Why do you want to share this with the world?
Because it worked for me. Because it's something that makes me smile and makes me happy.
For it,
yeah, I really do. I have passion for the whole idea behind Scrapbook Rehab, which is creating your life. And I feel like it's such a travesty when we get older that we are not surrounded by things that make us smile. Like, if you're a business person, you have to dress in gray suits and you have to carry a gray briefcase and you have to, like, everything's so gray, if you really think about it. But I just want pizzazz in my life, I guess. I'm not inspired when things are muted in color and not, I like flowers and I like smiley faces and I like things that just people consider childlike, I guess. And I think it's sad that we consider it childlike, because I don't know about you, but I would love to have the attitude of a child and the responsibility of an adult.
Beautiful, get rid of all the skepticism, and
right.
Life's full of wonder, and
exactly.
you're still in the spirit mode, not yet in the domesticated mode. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's kind of, that's part of my mission, is to just say, you can be a responsible, successful adult and still have things around you that make you smile and that, are, quote, kid-like. And it's okay. Just, if you are happy with a bright pink scarf hanging around your neck, wear a bright pink scarf. You should have a bright pink scarf then.
Her name is Jenna Edwards, founder of Scrapbook Rehab, www. That means it's an internet URL, right?
It is.
Okay, scrapbookrehab.com. That's scrapbookrehab.com. In the last 30 seconds, give us something good.
Something good?
Tell me something good.
Woo. The music today has been crazy. But something good. Just go do things that make you happy. Smile more. Don't be afraid to be who you are.
Don't be afraid to be who you are?
Yeah.
Just go out and be who you are.
Be who you are. The world needs you.
And put it all on in your scrapbook.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you start looking at it. You're looking at your vision board every day and starting so you can start living that dream.
Yeah, create your life.
Create your life. You heard it right here on Cool Change Radio. Create your life, everybody. This is a great thing. Jenna, you promised me one thing.
Yes.
Promise me you'll come back here.
Absolutely. I love it.
I love it. She is so exciting. All right, Liz, thanks for being with us. Stay put, everybody. You're in the right place. Cool Change Radio would like to welcome all our new talk shows. We got a bunch of good ones. Go to Cool Change Radio, get updated on it all. We're coming back with not Mr. Universe, but our empowerment coaching for parents. How to Raise Drug-Free Kids, brought to you by and hosted by Susan Blauner, Director of Operations for the Saving Lives Drug and Alcohol Coalition. I'm Bradley Quick. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement, and your Solutions Radio Network. We'll be right back. Get quality goods for less from Bag City, serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Up to 70% below retail on everything. Coin purses, wallets, organizers, purses, briefcases, backpacks, travel and garment bags, and ladies and men's leather jackets. All discounted, all up to 70% below retail. Bag City, the best for less? Bag City serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Contact Bag City at 818-990-1795. That's Bag City, quality goods for less money. Bag City, where 15% of all sales go to local charities. You can't beat that. You help local charities while getting quality goods at up to 70% below retail. Contact Bag City now at 818-990-1795. Contact Bag City today and get quality goods for less money. That's 818-990-1795. Shop Bag City to save. Shop Bag City for charity. Bag City, 818-990-1795.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
Today, experience The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com. As you know, you can catch our live and video recorded shows on Cool Change Radio and over 700 hours of my best audio interviews, your favorite topics and personalities at BradleyQuick.com. We're broadcasting live from Freddie Sequel Studios, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive life enhancement. I want you to know we're being supported in large part by one of my favorite charities, the Cool Change Foundation. The foundation was created to help families and all the children in those families. They do that by providing positive transformational life enhancement methods and techniques to those children's caretakers, usually moms and dads, so they may overcome negative habits and become better role models and providers for the kids. As a direct result, the children's home and family life becomes more nurturing and loving. It does every time. It's really beautiful. Watch these kids get a life. You can help the Cool Change Foundation help the mom, dads, and kids in your community, and you can do that right now. Simply send your donation of love and support directly to the foundation at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Once there, simply click on the Support Us link at the top of the page. You'll be helping us help the children. Again, that's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Click on the Support Us link and help us today. Every penny counts. No donation is ever too small, and the children need your help. From all of us here at Cool Change Radio, we thank you for your support. All right, here's our empowerment coaching for parents, how to raise drug-free kids, brought to you by and hosted by Susan Blauner, Director of Operations for Saving Lives Drug and Alcohol Coalition. Ready? Here she is. Susan, welcome.